What do you think about the funding of Ukraine?
No, I don't think that should happen.
Why not?
Because we need to take care of America first.
I'd make the argument that funding Ukraine is exactly how we put America first, because a lot of people think we're sending cash bags, but we're sending old military equipment, right? And after we send that military equipment, we get to create new American jobs to restock and repile that.
That's a good point.
What's up, everybody? Major retired Richard Ojeda here. Adam Mockler confronted one Trump supporter whose understanding of the situation seemed as shallow as a wading pool for short-legged dogs.
Do you think Vladimir Putin's our enemy?
Not really.
Really, why not?
Because I think he's trying to run his own country. And he's not, I don't think he is a threat to America.
It's okay that he's running his own country, but the problem is when he starts to invade other countries next to him. So we should protect our allies, essentially, right?
I agree. So that's like us trying to invade Canada.
And that wouldn't be okay.
Right.
Despite his age, the man appeared oblivious to the historical context of American adversarial relationship with Russia and Putin.
Piece my argument together. We're creating new American jobs, and in the process, we get to protect an ally, a sovereign country, Ukraine, from, I think Vladimir Putin is a dictator. He's a threat. He's not a good guy. So I think we're protecting America's interests. I think this is exactly how we put America first, right? Can you see that point of view?
That is a very good point. That's a good point. You've educated me a lot. I appreciate that.
Awesome, and we're both coming from the same point of view of putting America first.
Right.
How can we put America first on the world stage? And sometimes it scares me when they say we put America first by letting Vladimir Putin do what he wants. That doesn't make sense.
Right. How old are you?
21.
You're very wise for your age.
Under Putin's rule, Russia has lost an entire generation to war. Yet some members of the U.S. Congress propagate dangerous falsehoods advocating for an end to funding for Ukraine. This display of ignorance and misinformation not only endangers global stability, but also showcases the alarming lack of understanding among certain segments of the population. Adam Mockler's argument cuts through the fog of misinformation peddled by GOP extremists who paint a false picture of the war in Ukraine. The truth that the United States provides support through equipment and technology rather than bags of cash should be a clarion call for rational thinking. However, for the Trump faithful, accepting this reality can be a challenge. Faced with information that contradicts their deeply ingrained beliefs, they may experience frustration or confusion. Their allegiance to a narrative driven by distrust and conspiracy often blinds them to objective facts, leaving them susceptible to manipulation by those who exploit their ignorance. Despite the clarity of Mockler's explanation, some Trump supporters may struggle to reconcile it with the preconceived notions. The uncomfortable feelings encountered as a result of the struggle between their belief and the truth can provoke cognitive dissonance, leading them to either reject the information outright or attempt to rationalize it with their existing worldview.
What about what he said the other day about NATO?
Absolutely.
You agree that we should support Putin if he goes into another NATO country?
Absolutely. If they don't pay, we don't back them up.
And even support Putin who's going in and invading?
Absolutely.
But why support Putin and not support Ukraine and not support Israel or Palestine now?
Because Putin's real to everybody's face. He's not a bull like half these other government officials around the world. These elite guys that run everything and have all of our government officials as a puppet, puppets. That's what they all are.
But in the whole scheme of things, supporting the Russian president is something that has not been American tradition, to say the least. To do that seems extreme to a lot of people. Why does it not to you?
To me, when you saw Trump and president, Korea backed down, Russia backed down, everybody backed down. There was peace everywhere. The second Biden got into office, war was talked about everywhere. Now we're at a point where they're talking about World War III.
The pattern highlights the difficulty of engaging a constructive dialogue with individuals who prioritize allegiance to a political ideology over critical thinking and factual accuracy. Adam Mockler's accurate point that America can't prioritize its interests while allowing Vladimir Putin to invade whoever he wants hits the mark. Even the strongest MAGA supporter couldn't help but agree. Though Mockler's argument might have shifted the MAGA guy's view for a moment, we're not sure if he'll stay informed. But But more and more people are moving away from Trump and his ideas, suggesting his hold over his supporters might be weakening. Those still backing Trump often have something to gain, especially the rich looking for tax breaks. Maybe the MAGA guy, not part of Trump's close circle, saw things more clearly after talking to Mockler. In a world full of misinformation and political divides, conversations like Mockler's shine a light on the truth, helping us make informed decisions. It's through exchange like this that we can correct misunderstanding and become a more knowledgeable society, and that is an absolute fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.